Now let's talk about this handy dandy machine. This is called a material hoist, or a hand crank genie lift is what I call it. Let's break it down. So these are great for lifting heavy beams or skids of plywood. People use them for whatever material you want. We use them to lift our glulam beams. So we have to get this beam up there rather than use ladders and muscles because we're up 20 feet in the air. This is a lot safer using these. I'll show you how it works. This is how you'll get it from the rental company. The great thing is these are typically like less than $100 a day. So it's way cheaper than trying to hire a couple extra guys for the hour it takes to set that. It's just safer all the way around. There's a couple of different lock features. This is one of them that you have to make sure is kept in position there. So if you don't have this in place, then it'll fly back when you go to lay this down. So I'll tip it on its side like this. Extend these legs. These are your supporting legs. It's really important you put these out, otherwise the lift will tip on you when you lift something heavy. So now, once you have those out, lay it back down. That just basically is your outrigger leg to keep that thing from tipping front when you have something really heavy on this lift. Once you have your outrigger legs out, pop this lock back to there, and then you can start cranking it. Turn it clockwise, and that will lift this hoist right here. There's two speeds on these cranks here, slow speed, fast speed. If you don't have any weight on the lift, use the fast speed. You can crank it, and then if you have weight on it, we always keep it in the slow speed. Higher torque that way. And for lowering it back down, you just go counterclockwise. The weight usually drops it down. Sometimes it'll get stuck. Now we're ready to put this beam on the lift. Always make sure when you're putting your material on this lift that you center the material. That way it's not counterbalanced. Make sure it's evenly balanced on this section because the bars are pretty narrow. Beams on the lift now. This wheel can be adjusted. So you want to get that out of your way so that you don't hit your knuckles when you're cranking this up. A couple things. Here we're on a deck, so we have to make sure that this beam is set mostly to the front of these forks because we don't want those outrigger legs to go out over the deck. We'll keep it to the front, and I have my beam centered on the lift and in position pretty much where I'm going to be. So I'm going to go up and into that pocket. Now that I cleared that beam, I can slowly move this out. This is where you do want that extra set of hands to be up on that ladder. Great thing about these lifts, what makes them so safe is that once you have the beam up in place, I like to keep my lift there until I have that beam secured entirely, and then I can drop it down. Then you don't have to depend on temporary props to be up there, and you don't have to screw those props in and brace them up, so it saves a lot of time for holding your beam or material into position wherever you need it.